Throughout history, hidden masters pursued a singular, breathtaking goal, not just turning lead into gold, but transforming the very soul. They called this pursuit the royal art, or ars regia. But this was never just chemistry. It was a terrifying ascent toward ultimate perfection. The single, enduring objective of every alchemist, regardless of their path, was the successful manufacture of one mysterious object, the stone of the philosophers. It is with this stone that the adept performs every transmutation, whether that change is material or spiritual. Alchemy is traditionally categorized into three fundamental methods of attainment: artisanal alchemy, dedicated to the external gold of material splendor; mystical alchemy, focused on the internal gold of spiritual splendor; and finally, sexual alchemy, which partakes of both the inward and the outward work. The entire system rests upon the ageless wisdom attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice greatest master of this royal art. His most famous dictum, recorded on the emerald tablet, reveals the foundational rule of the universe, the principle of correspondence. Alchemists understood that all of nature is composed not just of the four elements, but of three foundational principles: sulfur, mercury, and salt. These are not merely chemical substances, but rather the three modes of the operation of the one thing. In psychological terms, these principles represent crucial dualities. Sulfur is the fiery masculine principle, the Animus. Mercury is the watery feminine principle, the Anima. Salt acts as the foundation, allowing these two opposing forces to unite, or symbolically, uniting the philosopher's Mercury with sulfur. For the artisanal alchemist, the transmutation of base metals into the living gold of soul was absolutely possible. The entire process involved purging the base metal of its disorderly imperfections to reveal its true, natural state of perfection. Though ridiculed by skeptics, history documents compelling claims of successful transmutation. Consider Helvetius, a vicious opponent of alchemy, who was visited by a stranger in 1666. This stranger possessed a small amount of saffron-colored powder, containing enough philosopher's stone to transmute 40,000 pounds of lead into gold. After the stranger departed, Helvetius's wife, in her impatience, successfully attempted the transmutation by dropping the protective wax-wrapped powder onto a melting piece of lead piping. The result? The lead was successfully transmuted into gold. The goal of the mystical alchemist is far grander than mere earthly wealth. In this inward work, the philosopher's stone is not a material powder, but a spiritual object, a symbol of the true self. To attain this stone is to achieve enlightenment, or, in the philosophy of magic, the knowledge and conversation of the holy guardian angel. This great work requires discovery of the ultimate secret, the secret fire of alchemy, known as the Azoth of the sages. This Azoth is the serpentine power, the Kundalini of yoga. It is the universal sperm of creation, a fiery water, and the very first matter of the work. This secret fire is the necessary force that allows the alchemist to purify the seven metals, which are linked to the seven chakras or occult centers of psychic energy in the body. Without this inner fire, nothing can be accomplished. Occult systems offer symbolic roadmaps for this inner ascent. Unknown to many, the 22 Atu of Thoth, or Major Arcana of the Tarot, symbolically describe this process of self-transformation. The Tarot is a symbolic book of self-initiation, acting as an invisible teacher. Practical work to strengthen the inner self involves disciplines like the Clavis Rei Primae, or the rousing of the citadels. This practice involves formulating spheres of light and energy, centers of activity, and is used to gain balance and activity through the being or to gather energy at short notice. The most profound wisdom, concealed in the deepest sanctuaries, is deceptively simple. The great secret of alchemy can be summed up in a few simple words: all is one. This is the meaning of the Greek motto, en to pan. The spiritual rebirth involves casting aside the cloak of ignorance and malice. True success in the royal art means achieving knowledge of your true self and dedicating yourself completely to the great work, a dedication that purifies and consecrates the elemental senses. Only then are you truly fit to accomplish the supreme transmutation. Music swells. The wisdom of Hermes is sealed with the spirit of wisdom itself, and none but the wise may unravel its sublime splendors. To possess the true keys to this knowledge is to possess the wisdom of the threefold sage. If you seek the secret knowledge necessary for transformation, then subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the path to the Philosopher's Stone is material, mystical, or a perfect union of both? Visit the interior parts of the earth. By rectification you will find the secret stone.